Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is so very special. We're going to do this fun makeup look using some of the staples that are in my collection. I don't think any of them are new, but I am testing out a new product from Florasis, which is these liquid eyeshadows from them, and that's why this fun blue look, unlike me, I know. But rest everything is like pretty much oldie but a goodie in my collection. If you guys want to see a chatty get ready with me to get this eye look, please keep on watching. Let's begin with our look. I am going to start off with the Merit Beauty Glow Serum. This definitely helps my foundation to just glide over my skin. So I'm just going to take like a few pumps on the back of my hand, and obviously you know how much I love that primer. It gives a great glow to the skin, but also if you have like a thick thick foundation, you would see magic happen as soon as you put this as a base. I love this. Like, look instantly how beautiful, how glowy this is. It's so pretty. I am going to take the Loreal True Match Nude foundation. Mine is a little bit more on the thicker side right now. I think it's getting expired. So I'm just gonna take that right there. I use the same way. I'm like, I love this product. I need to save this product. Oh my gosh, I don't know why do I do that. I need to stop doing that. Stop saving the product and start using the product. I immediately do it as soon as I feel like I'm like more than halfway gone with that product. I am gonna finish that product for sure. I'm gonna take that all across the skin. I'm getting gray hairs. I swear, you guys. Tension definitely adds to the gray hair. I know that for sure. Like, as soon as I get tensed, I feel like within a week, I'll see like gray hairs pop up on my head. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you need to calm down, Smithy. Also, let's talk about TV shows. What kind of TV shows are you interested in? What vibes do I give? Give a good guess in the comment section below. Like, what kind of TV shows do you think that I would like? Because actually yesterday I was talking to a colleague in office, and I was telling him like, these are the type of shows that I like. Do you have like this kind of a genre in your mind that you're watching? Currently me and my husband are watching this show. So if you've made the guesses, let me tell you, I love a good thriller, horror kind of stuff. So we are currently watching The Haunting by Bly Manor on Netflix. And oh my gosh, how much I get so intrigued with all these horror stuff, I cannot even tell you. I feel like if you're showing me a drama, 9 times out of 10, I would sleep, okay? I cannot bear people just talking and talking and talking. And I'm like, oh my gosh, come to the point. Show me something that is moving. Like, I love a good comedy. Like, I love Friends and all those things. Like, I love a good series like that. But I want like something insightful happening on the screen always. That's why I love like thriller or like horror, just because I can expect that something is gonna jump, or you know, something is gonna happen. Okay, for the concealer, let's take this one from Believe Beauty, and this is in the shade Light Beige. It might be a little light on me, but we'll see. Oh man, look at the thing. It's falling off. Are you serious right now? That's so sad. Okay, let's put that in the trash. It's not gonna happen. Either we have to apply with something else. Yeah, I need to get some wand for this. I have a Tower 28 concealer that I just finished. So I'm gonna just take that wand with this and mix it up. But I don't think this will, oh, maybe it does work. Okay, so I'm gonna just take that. Obviously, I'm gonna get rid of this Tower 28 concealer because that's done. But we'll get a new look and feel with the Believe Beauty that looks like a Tower 28 concealer, and let's blend this out before it creases. Yeah, so I was telling that colleague that I'm watching like The Haunting by Bly Manor, and I don't know if you've seen that show or not. I'm not gonna spoil it. Obviously, it's not like, is it jump scare? A little, but also I feel like as soon as a story has Like kids involved in a horror, I am like, oh my gosh, I'm immediately connected. I'm like, oh, poor kids, what are they doing with the kids? you know, immediately I cannot sleep. But this story, I feel like, is just going 180-degree turn with every character. And this story doesn't have a lot of characters. It's like under 10 characters. And you immediately, as soon as you feel like, okay, this person might be sensible, this and that, and they'll have a different story attached to it. So I'm not going to spoil it. But if you've not watched it and if you love a horror, watch The Haunting and see. I've still not completed the series. I think it has 9 episodes. We are on number 6 right now. But that's one thing that we are watching right now. But if you have like a horror or a thriller series that you watch and something that you love, that's exciting and it's not boring, let me know. I would be happy to explore it. So once we have that, let's do some powder. I'm going to take this Florasis tinted pressed powder in the shade Z25 Lotus. You know how much I love my Florasis powders. Like, they're definitely my favorite product that Florasis does, okay? They definitely blur out everything. I love the baked version also, the jade powder, the translucent one, but I also love this one. I feel like the only thing that they were struggling with is the shade range, which I think they are extending the shade range to. But this one works for me for sure if you like a bright under eyes. But look how smooth it makes the under eyes look. It's so pretty. And I just like press over all of it on the center of my face. So it gives coverage, but it also gives so much like smoothness. And once I press it on the center, then I take like a big fluffy brush and I go over the rest of the face just to set everything out. I was like watching MasterChef. I love watching like these cooking shows. I know I sound like an old lady, but I love watching cooking shows. I don't mind cooking, but I don't like cooking every day, okay? And in my household, I am the one who cooks like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's just because, not that my husband doesn't want to cook, but he does mostly like all the cleaning chores and stuff like that. And he takes a long time cooking. So for me, as well as for him, I feel like it makes sense for me to cook just because I finish cooking. Like anything that takes more than 20 minutes, I don't even cook, okay? I am a fast cook. Like, I don't mind if the thing is like cooking on the stove for a long time, but I don't want to stand there and keep cooking. Like, I would stand in the kitchen for 20 minutes and the dish would be done, okay? That's how generally I am. So I understand why he's feeling like that. Let's take this actually again. The Soul Face and Body bronzer. I was like concealer. No, it's definitely not a concealer, Smithy. And let's take that. I've already powdered my face, but oh well. We'll see. Oh, this is, I think, a little too deep on me right now. Let's blend this out. Yeah, but he loves, like, I don't know if he loves it or not, but he enjoys. He doesn't mind. Let me say that. He doesn't mind like putting the dishes in the dishwasher or like folding clothes or lawn mowing. Just because I feel like he is audiobook person. So he would do anything that he can like listen to it and then do the work. So he doesn't mind that. But with cooking, that doesn't come to him like that. He takes a long time. It's so funny. He was one day he was making fried rice, and he was making fried rice because he was working. He was not working that day and I was working. I went to office that day. So he might have thought, my sweet husband, he might have thought like, okay, let me surprise her with something. So he started making fried rice, and I don't know what fried rice. I think he made like a garlic fried rice or something like that. I came back from work and my kids, as soon as I parked my car, my kids were like, Dad is not playing with us. Dad is not playing with us. And I was like, okay, what happened? He was at home. What's he doing then? He's like, He's making fried rice for 3 hours. I am like, oh my gosh, what is he doing with fried rice for 3 hours? Can you imagine? But he takes his own time. Like he cuts his vegetables, he places all in order, he puts all the sauces for me. I'm like cutting vegetables, putting it, cooking. While I'm cooking, I'm doing the next thing. So I am more of like a spontaneous cook, I would say. Rather than him, he's well organized and he wants everything in place before he starts the thing. If I do that, of course, I would also take an hour, but I'm not like that. So I generally try to finish everything as quickly as possible and get out of the kitchen as quickly as I can. So so long story short, he just enjoys the things that doesn't involve that much time, but also he takes all, like, both of my kids for soccer, for all extracurricular activities and stuff like that. I'm the mom who does their homework, help them with their study, boring one, cooks for them, like all the boring things, like the school things, the hospital things, and the cooking things. That's like my category. But yeah, I won't mind if I feel like I won't mind if I am doing like shuffling work. Does that make sense? Like, I don't mind sometimes like folding clothes. I don't mind sometimes doing dishes. Like, I don't want to be the one who's always doing cooking. I feel like I was the one who really enjoyed cooking, but now I don't enjoy cooking just because I'm doing it every day. Does that make sense? But whatever. I am going to take this Too Faced Cloud Crush in the shade Velvet Crush. It's been quite some time. Let's use that. I'm thinking of doing a cool tone look today. I actually have something that was there with me for such a long time. I've not used it, so I was like, let's just do that today. I'm taking that. It's definitely more of like a cool tone blush. I think it will complement my eyes super well. We'll see how it goes with the eyes, but it's a product that I want to test out. So once we have the eyes, let's move with the highlighter. And for the highlighter, let's take this Makeup by Mario highlighter in the shade Golden. This is more of a pale gold shade, so it doesn't come across like a super gold highlighter. So I do, and I have a pimple popping up right there, so let's highlight that. Let me know if there's any kind of shows that you're following that you're loving. Would love to explore more. I'm not big on TV person actually. I don't watch a lot of television, but also because I feel like I don't have time. I come back from work and then I start doing my editing, because you know that I film a lot on a Saturday and Sunday, and then I do spend time with my family on Saturday and Sunday. So I don't do a lot of editing that day. I just film that day and then I put my editing for the weekdays after I come back from work and put my kids to bed. That is when I do the editing. So on a day-to-day life, I would say, from my work is still, it's from 9 to 5, right? So by the time I come back from work, because I'll be stuck in traffic because of the, the work hours, by the time I come back, I'm going to take this Clarins lip oil. My lips are feeling chapped. I'll come back and then I'll cook immediately for the dinner. By the time the kids might just go for soccer, or the one would be going for soccer, the other one would be with me. So I'll finish up with the homework and stuff like that. So it just, by the time they both, I try to make them go by 8 o'clock on bed, but it depends on their soccer too. If they are going to soccer, my older one sometimes just comes back by like 9 at night. For the eyes, I'm gonna take these liquid eyeshadows from Florasis. It's been there with me for such a long time, but also they both are blue in shade. One is more of a matte formula, the other one is more like shimmery formula. So let me swatch it for you guys. So after I put them to bed is when I start editing. And then once I do all the editing, I am so done. Like, I am like done to go to bed. This one is in the shade number 10, the matte version, or the cream version, I must say. And it's more like a stormy blue. That's a beautiful shade. I think that'll go well with my gray. And then let's swatch the other shade. which is in the shade number 11. And this definitely is more shimmery. I don't know if it's shifty or not, we'll see. That's also a blue, but it's very, very vibrant blue. I thought it was shifty from like blue to purple. I don't see it. I really don't see it. Obviously, this would be like super, super blue heavy. So I wanna apply, I'll pop into some other single shadow or something to brighten the center of my face. But I'm thinking of doing a halo eye. So let's do that. I am gonna start off with the matte blue shade. And let's start doing that in the outer corner. And in the inner corner of the eye. Okay, so yeah, I was worried if it's gonna blend out or not. Looks like it's easily blendable, so that's good. So I'm gonna just take that there. I don't wanna take it on the inner corner, so let me take that off. Yeah, not too much worried about the blending right now, but I wanna keep that shadow mainly in the outer and the inner corner of the eye. And I'll mainly speed up the process a little bit so that you're not getting bored, because I am going to take my time here. I'm also taking it on the outer corner of the lower lash line too, just right there, okay? You can straight away go with the wand, or you can put it on the brush and also apply it. Let's do like putting on the brush and see if that helps or not. Yeah, so it definitely helps that way too. If you are intimidated by putting the wand straight on your eyes, you can definitely do that too. Now, before we go into the shimmery shade, I want to build some mattes. For that, I am taking this Hindash's Beautopsy palette. I feel like we'll definitely get some use out of it. I am going to take this shade Feel Real right in the center of the brush, and I'm going to take that mainly as the transitioning shade for me. It's definitely a buildable product if you've not used this before. And it's super, super blendable. And I'm gonna take that as my transitioning shade. Again, super buildable. So take little by little and then go over the crease. I don't want too much gray, but I also want too much brown in it. So that's why I'm taking that center. If you want a gray look, definitely dip here. If you want more brown, dip into here, okay? Also taking the same shade on the lower lash line and just blending everything out. Now, I love a good bright underneath the brow. So I am gonna take, let's take this side from Wet and Paint. I'm gonna mix it with this shade. And I'm gonna take that underneath the brow and just make it more bright and clean out the brow bone. We might come back to it. Now let's move into the shimmery eyeshadow. I'm gonna take the same brush and now I'm gonna take that. It was not the same brush. I'm gonna take that shimmery eyeshadow in a diagonal way and just tap it right there, okay? On both the sides. And then just melt it into that blue, keeping the center open again, just for a lighter shade to pop in the middle. Okay, now I'm going back into the Hindash's palette with this shade, Intra and Phantom, but more leaning more towards the Phantom side. And I'm gonna take that and blend the outer corner just for the additional depth right there. You can see that gradient coming through. And that's exactly what we want, especially when we are working with liquid eyeshadows. Okay, so now we have the depth that we are looking for. And it's so smooth too. Obviously, it's a dramatic eye. So once we have placed that in the outer corner, I'm going to just wipe my brush and go back into the shade Real, which is more that gray tone, and then blend the edges. Now for the center, let's dip into something shimmery, and I'm going to dip into this Madwitch Cosmetics The Chance palette. I love the shade Promise. This is definitely my favorite shimmery white shade that I have in my collection. I'm going to take that and I'm going to tap right there in the center, okay? And I am going to overlap it with that blow, but I definitely want it mainly like a pop in the center, and then flicker it out in the crease section. Can you see that, how shimmery that is? That's so pretty. I'm also going to take that Promise shade just a little bit on the inner corner as a pop, and then just take it in the swoop of the eyelid, just right there. Okay, going back and forth on the blending. Let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara, and I'll get right back to show you the final eye look. Okay, let's move on to our lips. For the lips, I am gonna take the Freck Beauty Makeout Club lip liner in the shade number 6. Okay, and for the lipstick, I am going back into the oldie but a goodie Milani lipstick in the shade Matte Naked. And let me show you my final look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this eye look. I really love this. It's very dramatic. It's very unlike me. It's so loud, but also I feel like if you love a good fun eye look, these products are going to be so beautiful. And of course, you don't need to use these same products. You can use whatever you have in your collection. I just wanted to test out these liquid eyeshadows from Florasis, so that's why. Definitely works and blends very nicely, but I feel like I am more easy with the powder eyeshadows rather than liquid eyeshadows. That's the main reason why I do not use a lot of liquid eyeshadows in my channel, just because, not because it doesn't work, because these are, if you really want a good eyeshadow, like a liquid eyeshadow, you can definitely make it work, and you don't need to do this like intricate kind of look. You can definitely blend this out, and this is not going anywhere. You know that I swatched it in front of you. The matte shadow is not going anywhere, and so is the shimmer shadow. Like, it's budge proof, so it's definitely not going anywhere. If you want like a good blue smoky eye, and they have several shades in the line, you can just plop that matte eyeshadow all across the eyelid and then blend it out in the crease, and then just apply that blue, deeper blue shimmery shadow all across the eyelid. That would give you such a beautiful blue smoky eye. That would also be so lovely. I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. Yeah, even though I don't wear these intricate looks quite often, but once in a while it's so fun. I really love the way how this whole look turned out. Of course, even the oldie but a goodie matte lipstick from Milani, this is such a gem in the drugstore. I cannot even recommend them enough. It's so pretty. I really loved everything that I used today. If you want to see anything, any shade reference that I did use, I'll put it in the description box below for you guys. But that's all for today. If you did like my video, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.